like to have Mrs. Garrett as your mom in real life?
Wow. That's a bizarre question. I don't know.
She was like my pretend TV mom when I was a kid.
That's right. No, it was, a lot of laughs. We had an interesting life. Actually, I'm helping her write her memoirs, which you can find out what the real story was. Of course, it's never like on the TV show.
Yes, it is. I can tell. She was the best mom in the whole wide world. Hi, Mrs. Garrett. How were you able to be such a great mom on the show? Was it a reflection of your mothering as a real-life mom to your son?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm a good actor, I'm a good actor.
You are.
And I related from what I had learned in life, That's about it,
You were my favorite pretend mom when I was growing up. Thank you so much for being on the show.
You're welcome. But I mean, I wasn't, I wasn't as perfect as Mrs. Garrett. I kept saying, let me scream at the kids. Let me get angry at them. Don't always make me so patient. Please. It's not normal.
But that's what every kid wanted. That's why we loved you so much.
I know. But it wasn't normal. But they wouldn't let me do it, So I was the ideal mom because it wasn't real.
Thank you so much for talking with me. Hi, welcome to the Facts of Life reunion. I loved that show. If you could go back in time and be any character, what character would you be to switch around?
It wouldn't have to be a character on Facts of Life?
Yes! Would you be Blair? Would you be Pootie?
Interesting.
I might have to interrupt you.
I would probably be Joe.
Everybody wanted to be Joe. I wanted to be Joe when I was a kid.
But I would like to be Blair, but I don't know that I could do her.
You totally could be Blair. You are super fashionable. We were saying how cute you were from head to toe while you were talking about
the nail?
Oh my God, you are ready to party tonight. I saw you all blinged out, and I was like, oh my gosh, she's ready to party. You're going to rock and roll. So I have to say, growing up watching the show was such a big influence on me. Was it a big influence on your life as well? Watching the Facts of Life was such a big influence for me as a child.
Yes.
How big of an influence and change to your life was being on the show?
Well, the Facts of Life changed my life 180 degrees. I mean, it really did. Even today, I'm still recognized for that role. And it impacted millions of lives. I was the first person with a visible disability ever to be cast in a primetime series. So it gave inspiration to other actors with disabilities that they could do it, so they can be mainstream. Just keep going for it.
That is so great. Thank you so much for talking with me, and thanks for the Facts of Life. Thank you so much for talking with me. Huge fan of the show. You could get NBC to recast the show. Wouldn't it be awesome if they rebooted it with your daughter and other kids from your family? Oh my God! Because you guys went out on top. I mean, I still watch it all the time. What was the biggest change in your life from being on the show?
There was huge change. First of all, I went from making a lot of money to being a stay-at-home pastor's wife, and so there was not a lot of money coming in, put it that way. I went from being like the center of the world, people doing my hair and my makeup and picking me up on limousine, to being the mother of 3 toddlers, and nobody cared, and I would eat leftover waffles and peanut butter and jelly sandwiches in between the seats, and so it was quite the difference of life.
Thank you so much for talking with me. Great 25 years. What was the biggest change being on the show brought to your life?
Wow, lifelong friendships that are unique to themselves. It wasn't school, and it wasn't just meeting somebody through the neighborhood. We really went through quite some life-changing experiences together, as people who were working a job with a contract and earning a living. And so the privilege of having these people as my friends and peers is definitely life-changing. So wonderful.
What were some of those life-changing moments, and how did your castmates help you through them?
Oh, I don't even think you have enough time. You'd have to get a walker by the time I was done. you're growing up. I started the show when I was 14 and ended, in my 20s. And so, you're going through probably everything,
Right.
During those times, and, just having somebody, who knows what you're going through, put their arm around you and say, it's all good, you're great, let's go work. Just take it off of you that you're not alone, and nobody likes to feel alone. Nobody likes to feel like they're going through something singular, It's enjoy. Don't worry so much. It'll be great. Life is great, I think we all kind of grit our teeth sometimes and have a tendency to want to either rush the journey or demand the journey be something that it isn't or shouldn't be. And if you can just breathe and enjoy what is coming your way, what gifts are coming your way, and the people around you, it takes a lot of that anxiety away, and I think that probably would have been a little helpful.
What projects are you working on right now?
The two most important projects in my life, and they are my two daughters, and they are still younger, 10 and 7, and I have enjoyed these years getting to be their mom, and it's their time, in a nanosecond. Everybody says, oh, it goes fast. They're not kidding. It goes faster than they say it's going. So they will have their lives, and then the great thing is you never have to retire. You can just play old people. It's perfect,
Had you been a fan of the show during the first season before you had come on?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Oh, I knew a lot of the girls, and they're all fabulous from A to Z. Everybody was great, and I can't tell you, even the girls that didn't actually continue forward on the show with us, supportive, kind, and lovely, because it was a smaller pool back then, so you'd see each other on calls, auditions, and things. All really stellar women, and so I felt good about that because they weren't upset with me in any way. So.